You are a frighteningly beautiful wild thing.
Oh, oh, I say.
Oh,
That sort of talk ought to earn you a spanking, young lady. Why, the cheek of it.
Jesus Christ. Oh, incidentally, before I get into this, I once talked with a individual who was part of a he's basically a marketing professional, and he said that the way to sell stuff, well, if you're not using weaponized women's insecurities, is to create this inflated. In fact, actually, if you think about it, inflating women's egos makes them even more susceptible to being manipulated through their insecurities. But regardless, let's see what they have to say.
There are boys who are going to promise you forevers in song, in poetry, in words that are just so damn pretty they'll be hard to resist.
And there are boys who do weird, discordant, wholly unromantic, experimental songs and poetry. Who are you gonna fuck? It is entirely up to you, lest we forget.
You're their dream girl. Beautiful, strong, independent.
You don't like clingy guys, got it.
Forever, they sigh. Forever.
Yes, I think they're trying to demonstrate what we call a sense of commitment. It's quite possible that one or more people have been getting on their asses about doing just that. Do you want men to make displays of unconditional commitment to women, such as pledging to he for she, or do you not need such gestures in order to be confident that men are committed to women? Or neither? Will you never have trust in men, so you'd rather just do away with the mating rituals altogether? Or do you not trust men and never will, but you'd still rather have lackeys than individuals? Would you prefer men to keep making these devotional offerings to you with nothing to fall on but deaf ears? As you can see, you have many options. And the survey would be filled out very differently if people were honest with themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna take something from my own personal life. I don't even remember my husband Jonathan promising me a forever. I didn't even ask. We just decided to go with whatever happened. You don't know the future.
You're just weird, Alison. You're just weird. Shut up.
But their forevers come with hidden terms and conditions.
And your forevers don't come with hidden terms and conditions? I mean, because I have told men that the easiest way to get rid of a woman who wants a ring, or who's saying, better put a ring on it, is to tell them that you've quit your capital, or your job as a stockbroker on Wall Street, and you've decided to teach English to poverty-stricken kids in the Sudan. You'll see how long her forever lasts.
Forever is only until you start dreaming too much, talking too loudly, kissing too strongly.
Is it possible for me to doubt what you just said without falling into some kind of trap?
They are going to make you doubt yourself, beautiful.
Fancy that. So, are you talking about your teachers now? We went from you're my dream girl, beautiful, strong, independent, to you talk too much, you dream too much, and you kiss too much. Perhaps your boyfriend wants you kissing as much as possible, but your principal would rather you didn't do it in the halls. And both these people happen to be male. But that doesn't mean you're getting mixed messages from the same entity. Unless your principal is the one you... Whoa! Hold the phone. Who wrote this?
Is this all boys? Like, you're saying all boys are going to do this. Every male everywhere is going to do this. And then you turn around... Like, men don't even have to get a girlfriend to hear this shit. They can hear this shit 24/7 from places like the Thought Catalog and and The View and The Talk and all of that other shit. It's like an unending bilge torrent of abuse directed towards men. They don't even need a girlfriend for that. Apparently girls do, though, because every boy on the planet will do this to them. Everyone. What a bunch of dishonest fucktardery. And you know, it strikes me that it is really irresponsible to tell girls that every boy acts like this. No, they don't. Only the ones who are abusive. And that's not all of them.
And even then, even when they have wronged you, you will reach inside yourself to find the things they are looking for.
Okay, this is her friend Olivia with an A. What do you have to say, Olivia with an A? Why don't you ever hang out anymore? Sorry, been busy with... Bum? Ben! Sorry, it's Ben. The lad's name is Ben. I deduced it from earlier. It's a little bit too blurry here. It looks like a different word. It looks like bum. But yeah, Olivia with an A continues. You literally never hang out with anyone but him. Wow. 2 messages in and we are yet to be treated to a punctuation mark or a capital letter. And if I'm not mistaken, she doesn't mean literally. This acquaintance of yours seems like an impulsive and illiterate oaf, my dear. I think that last message is... Honestly, I feel like you're changing yourself for him. Oh, splendid. We've been furnished with an apostrophe. All joking aside, we now have 3 characters in this story. Olivia, with an A. Ben, with a B. And our yet unnamed protagonist. And the point of the story is supposed to be Ben is the one who's clingy and unreliable. But when you look closely, it doesn't quite pan out that way. It looks more to me like Olivia is a shitty friend. She's one of those people who wants all her friends to be less happy than her. Every show is Halt and Catch Fire if you look close enough.
You will learn to talk quietly, dream a little less, let him kiss you instead.
Let him kiss you instead. Like, because it's well known. It is well known that men really don't like it when women initiate sex. Could you at least be describing an actual male stereotype? Like, which is it? Are men voracious and accept every single advance of a woman, and therefore they can't be raped? Or is it that they don't want women to put the moves on them? Which is it? I know which. It's whichever paints men in the worst light at that moment.
Stop.
All right. Noticeably, this is the changeover drop. Ben no longer appears after this point in the video. We see her in the same places, but without Ben there this time. It's symbolic, you see. She chose Olivia with an A.
You do not need to change yourself.
Okay, let's see what broke the camel's back now. Ben! Hi! What are you doing tonight? Let's go on a date. We can go wherever you want to. Smiley, smiley. What a bastard. No, yeah, you're better off without him. That's a Joseph Fritzl in the making if I've ever seen one. Run for the hills, good lady.
For boys who fell in love with a beautiful, wild thing. You do not need to make yourself less when you are a comet filled with such power and intensity that you are waiting to blaze across this universe.
Again, drawing from my own life. This is bullshit. Every relationship requires compromise. And sometimes you just do it the way they want. For example, Jonathan, my husband, is convinced that toilet paper should be with the loose end out. I don't have an opinion on toilet paper, so I replace the toilet paper roll in the way that he likes. And in return, he does things the way I like them done. If you don't care about it that much, then you might as well just compromise. This whole stupid, whatever it is, advertisement for self-righteous narcissism No wonder these girls can't have relationships. They think any kind of compromise is some sort of violation of their sacred divine femininity. Well, your femininity isn't sacred and divine. It stinks like every other vaguely moist piece of human meat. So get over yourselves. When did relationships become this fraught thing? Yeah, it's this the checkbox. You check the checkbox off. You make the necessary compromises. You go on with your life. The end. Why does it have to be this fucked up?
You are unexplored, unusual, and frighteningly beautiful.
And this is where she starts to masturbate, I guess. That's how I don't know why my mind went there, but it did. Maybe I was trying to elicit some positivity. I don't know. Whatever. This is just inane. It's fatuous. You know, if this was being directed at me personally, I would be offended. Because this kind of fatuous flattery is just... No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And it frames the entire relationship in terms of the man accommodating the woman. Yeah, sure, don't give up things that you really care about. You know, fight for them. Or just compromise. Or learn to be able to advocate for yourself. Fair enough. But it's almost like this connects the necessary compromises that happen in every relationship to some kind of quelling of the divine spark of the feminine within her. And this is all bullshit, and I'm tired of it. This is such a non-thing. It's like just a piece of goddamn mental candy floss made out of arsenic.
Ooh, incoming call. It's Olivia. With an A. Beep. Yes? No, sorry, I don't like vag either. Beep. Doggone it! Better luck next time, Cameron Beast of the Month. Fractos Dominos Necrosa Crystal. Oh!
Lift the face off the puppet master. Chews it up like a honey master. Spit it out into your puppet pasta.